Are you looking to find a new and maybe a bit more challenging project to do with your Cricut machine? Well, stay tuned and I'll show you how to make these super cute giraffe earrings. Hi and welcome to Craft with Catherine. So today we're going to be making these super cute giraffe earrings. So these earrings are a little bit trickier because of the eyes and the nostrils. They're done with heat transfer vinyl, but they're super tiny. So it will require a lot of patience. And we also will be adhering the giraffe head to the faux leather backing with Heat and Bond. So you're going to be using several different kinds of material for this project. So it is a little bit more tricky than some of the other earrings that I've been showing you, but it's definitely fun to challenge yourself once in a while. So if you want the pattern for this, you can find it for free on my blog. I'll put a link below as well as a link to all the materials that I'll be using. And if you've been enjoying the videos that I've been making, make sure to subscribe. And if you're ready, well, let's get started. The free file, head over to my blog. I'll put the link below, and on the giraffe earring blog post, just scroll down to the sign up form and then just enter in your name and your email address, and the file will be sent direct to your inbox. So for today's video, you're going to need some material. You're going to need a mat for ironing. You're going to need some heat transfer vinyl. You're going to need all three of the mats: the purple for the faux leather, the blue for the Heat and Bond, and the green for the vinyl. I recommend black for the eyes and white heat transfer vinyl for the nostrils. You're also going to need 2 colors of faux leather, some earring hoops and hook, and some pliers. So after you've downloaded the file, open up Cricut Design Space and then go to Upload. Go to Upload Image and you'll find the file that will more than likely be in your download file. After it's uploaded, you can see it here in Recent Uploads. Select the image and click Add to Canvas. And here you'll see the earring file. So now you just turn off whichever layers you don't want. I recommend just cutting out the layers one at a time. So this is the black layer, and that's the nose, the head, and the background. So I'm just going to start with the background. So select Make It. Now place it on your cutting mat where you want it to cut and select Continue. And then I'll be using the faux leather paper thin setting, and I like to set it to more. And now I can load my fabric and press the C button. For the giraffe head layer, you're going to want to cut out 1 out of the faux leather or whatever material you're using, as well as 1 layer of Heat and Bond. So you're going to want to do these separately. The faux leather you'll use with the purple mat, and the Heat and Bond you can use with the blue mat. Now for the nose and eyes, I'm going to be cutting these out of heat transfer vinyl, and the nose I'll be cutting out in white, and the eyes and the nostrils in black. So I'll be cutting those out separately. You just want to select the layers and select Attach, and then select Make It, and then just move it onto the canvas where you want it to cut. You can see it's really small, so I like to put it in the center of the square. And then Continue, and then I'll be using the vinyl and more setting. So I recommend just cutting out a piece of the faux leather to just the size that you'll be needing, and I also recommend putting a piece of transfer tape onto the good side. This will help keep your mat clean, and it will also help the faux leather to stick to the sticky mat. You could just place it onto your mat where you want it to cut, and once it's set up, you can send it to the machine. So I recommend cutting out the faux leather with the purple sheet. Here you can see I have a small piece of Heat and Bond, and I'm going to put it paper side down onto the blue mat. This is just so that it comes off easily. So now once it's set up on your machine, you can load it and cut it out. So for the vinyl, I'm just going to put it shiny side down where I want it to cut, and I'm going to be using the green mat. So here you can see the different layers, the faux leather, the heat transfer vinyl, and the Heat and Bond. So The trickiest part is to cut out the eyes and the nostrils because they're just so tiny. It can be really frustrating and it may take you a couple of tries. And you can see just me setting it down, they shifted a little bit. You just want to use patience and your reading tools and you will get it. These earrings are a little bit trickier because there's so many small bits and layers. So now that everything is cut out, we can start ironing. So the first part to be attached is the head and the nose. So you just want to layer that on top, and I'm using heat tape to hold it in place. And now put another layer of Teflon paper or parchment paper. I have my iron set to low, and I'm just going to hold it for maybe 5 seconds. So you want to let it cool first before you remove the plastic. So now that the nostril is in place, now we're going to do the eyes and the nose. So you place that on top with some heat tape, hold it in place, and place the Teflon on top and give it a press. You want to make sure to leave it to cool before removing the plastic. So I've removed the plastic, and here you can see the little face. So now turn it over, and you want to put the Heat and Bond shiny side down onto the fabric, onto the back. Just take some of that leftover plastic that you just peeled off and just use that as a barrier and the tape to hold it in place, and now put the Teflon on top and press it. So you'll need to press this about the same amount of time as your vinyl. Now leave this to cool before removing the paper backing. So now you can put the giraffe onto the back of the earring, and you just want to press it. Doesn't take very long. And now I would just leave it to cool before handling it. So now you just want to grab a jump ring. I'm using 4mm. I'm using a 4mm jump ring, and then you grab the earring and you put that on, and then you layer on the earring hook. Then you want to grab another plier and just twist it to close. And there you go. Now your earring's complete. So here are some of the completed earrings. So you can see that this earring, it's a little bit tricky because of the eyes and the nostrils. And there's quite a few steps. You have to layer with the Heat and Bond and use the heat transfer vinyl, but it's really rewarding. You're gonna be really happy with these cute giraffe earrings. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.